Our topic for today is equilibrium of concurrent force systems. So we have a problem here. The system of knotted cords shown in the figure support the indicated weights. We have the 300 and 400. Compute the tensile force in each cord. So we have cords A, B, C, and D. So the first step is to draw the free body diagrams. Let's draw the free body diagrams in reference to the knots. The first knot and the second knot. So solve natin yung knot na mayroong mas konting unknown variables. So suriin muna natin dito sa knot 1. Meron tayong A, B, and C. While at knot 2, meron lang tayong C and D na unknown. So, mas konti yung unknown variables dito sa knot 2. Kaya unahin natin isolve etong knot 2. So, meron tayong equation na lagi nating ginagamit. Summation forces horizontal is equal to 0 and summation forces vertical is equal to 0. Okay? So, step 1, draw the free body diagrams. Okay, unahin natin yung knot 2. At knot 2, meron tayong chord C, and then chord D, and yung weight, which is 400 pounds. So, the force acting at the chords are tensile forces. So, in reference to this knot, or the knot 2, meron tayong force away from the knot. Ayan, ganun din dito. And then, yung weight naman is going downward. So, ito yung magiging free body diagram natin for knot 2. Ngayon naman, kailangan nating ilagay yung mga angles. So, assuming that this is the y-axis, meron tayo ditong 75 degrees and then sa kabila ay 30 degrees from the given. Okay, so let's start solving for the summation forces horizontal and summation forces vertical. Okay, so unahin natin yung horizontal. Summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. At knot 2 pa rin tayo. Okay? We have chord C, chord D, and the weight 400. Okay, from chord C, we have negative C sine 30. Para makuha natin yung horizontal component ng C. And, meron tayong D plus C kasi to the right siya, which means positive in reference to our Cartesian plane. Okay, we have plus D sine 75. So, meron pa ba? Meron pa ba tayong horizontal forces? Wala na. Since yung 400 dito is vertical component only. Okay, so equate natin to 0. Meron na tayo ngayong equation 1. Ngayon naman, solve natin yung summation forces vertical, which is equal to 0. And start ulit tayo sa C. What is the vertical component of C? We have C cosine 30. And this is positive since upward yung direction niya. And we also have D plus D cosine 75. And then we have the vertical component going downward, which is 400 pounds minus 400. It's equal to 0. Okay? So, meron na tayong equation 2. Meron tayong 2 equations and 2 unknowns. For us to be able to get the values, kailangan nating i-eliminate yung isang variable. We can use equation 1 and use the value of D para i-substitute dito, and then mai-eliminate natin itong D. Okay, so from equation 1, gawin natin siyang in terms of C. D is equal to, D in terms of C. Okay, so i-transpose natin itong equation 1 to get the value of D. Okay, so D is equal to, yung C pupunta sa kabila, magiging positive, C sine 30 divided by sine 75. Okay, so meron na tayong bagong equation ng from equation 1 or the equation ng horizontal forces, which is 1A. So, substitute natin siya dito sa D from equation 2. Okay, so substitute D to equation 2. Yan. So, C cosine 30 plus D, which is equal to this value, C sine 30 divided by sine 75 times, may naiwan pang cosine 75 dyan, so i-times natin, minus 400 is equal to 0. Okay, so kunin natin yung mga values ng cosine 30, sine 30, sine 75. So, using our calculator, okay, kunin natin in decimal, cosine 30 is equal to 0.87. 0.87C plus yung sine 30 divided by sine 75. Minsanan na lang natin siyang i-convert into decimal yung mga angles na to. So, sine 30 galing dito. That is 0.14. 0.13 lang pala. 0.13 C minus 400. So, let's collect similar terms. 0.87 plus 0.13, 1. So, 1C lang tayo. C is equal to, transpose natin yung 400 sa kabila. So, meron na tayong value ng C. That is 400 pounds. Okay, so meron na tayong value ng C, and then unknown pa si D. Let's substitute C to equation 1A. Okay, so kopyahin muna natin yung equation. So, D now becomes 400 sine 30 divided by sine 75 is equal to, diretso na natin sa calculator para madali, 400 sine 30 divided by sine 75, meron tayong 207.06 pounds. So, going back sa ating diagram, meron na tayong value dito na C, which is 400 pounds, and D is equal to 207.06 pounds. So, here, meron na tayong value ng C, value ng D. Ngayon naman, kailangan nating isolve yung value ng A and value ng B using the value of C. So, solve natin at not 1. And then, free body diagram at not 1. Ito, kailangan nating i-drawing ulit para medyo mas maliwanag sa atin. Okay, so, ito si member C kanina. And then, B, A, tapos 300. So, parang dito sa free body diagram natin sa kabila, since tensile forces ang nag-act dito sa chords ng A and B, the direction of the forces would be away from the nut, and yung C ay away din. Since tensile forces ang nag-act sa ating chord, and this is equal and opposite value of C here sa nut 1. Okay, so since may value tayo ng C dito which is 400, gagamitin natin yan later. Okay, sa angle naman, meron tayo 30 degrees, and then ito ay 90, tapos ito ay 105. Okay, so for us to solve it easier na hindi yung 105 yung gagamitin natin na angle, kailangan nating isolve. Gagawa tayo ng vertical line dyan, imaginary, and then this will become 90 din, 90 degrees since right angle. So para makuha natin yung angle dito, kailangan nating i-add lahat ng angles dito and then subtract from 360. Why 360? Kasi that is a complete revolution. So 90 plus 90 plus 30 plus 105, we have 315 minus 360, that is 45 degrees. So etong 45 degrees, yan ay gagamitin natin para ma-solve natin yung components ni B. Okay? So at nut 1, start na natin i-solve yung summation forces horizontal which is equal to 0. Starting from A, that is to the left, so that is negative. Negative A, and then B naman, that is to the right, it will be positive. So B, para makuha natin yung horizontal force niya, we have to multiply it by sine 45. Okay. Meron din tayong 400 dito that is to the right pa rin, kaya positive. So we have 400, and then ang gagamitin nating angle ay etong 30. Para hindi na tayo magko-compute ulit ng angle dito. Okay, so for us to get the horizontal force, kailangan natin siyang i-multiply ng sine 30. And then yung weight dito ay downward din siya. Okay? So, pero gagamitin natin ito for the vertical forces. So, equate natin siya into 0. This will be your equation number 3. Okay, so we have two unknowns, A and B. Okay, so let's proceed to summation forces. Vertical is equal to 0. Starting from B, since walang vertical component ang A, maging 0 na siya. So, from B, that is positive since upward, and the angle will be cosine 45, and then tong 400 dito ay downward siya. So, negative or minus 400, and to be multiplied by cosine 30. What else? Yung 300. So, minus 300. Wala nang angle since diretsong perfect vertical siya. It's equal to 0. And this will be your equation 4. So, from this equation, meron tayong iisang variable lang, which is B. So, we can solve right away kung ano ang value ng B. Okay, so, let's simplify first. Yung cosine 45 is equal to 0.71. 0.71 B minus 400 cosine 30, that is 346.41 minus 300. So let us simplify. Negative 346.41 minus 300 equals negative 646.41 is equal to 0. And then, Rewrite lang natin yung B. And then to solve for B, transpose natin yung 646.41 divided by yung numerical coefficient ng B, which is 0.71. So, we can now get the value of B, which is, ito, solve muna natin. Divided by 0.71, we have 910.44. So, meron na tayong value ng B. That is in pounds din. So, meron pa tayong isang nakalimutan. Yung value ng A dito. So, let us substitute B to equation 1. I mean 3. Let us substitute the value of B to equation 3. So, kopyahin muna natin yung equation, which is negative A plus B sine 45 plus 400 sine 30 is equal to 0. Okay, so yung value ng B, substitute natin dito. Negative A plus 910.44 sine 45 plus 400 sine 30 is equal to 0. So, let us simplify and convert into decimal itong mga angle. So, negative A plus 643.78 plus 400 sine 30. 200 is equal to 0. So, negative A plus, simplify natin yung numerical values or the similar terms. 843.78 is equal to 0. So, transpose lang natin yung A para diretsong positive. So, A is equal to 843.78 pounds. So, kumpleto na natin yung ating unknowns. We have A, which is equal to 843.78. Check. And B, which is equal to 910.44. Okay, so that would be all. Thank you for watching. And sana matuto kayo. Bye!